What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you've been here before, welcome in. Oh, yeah. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome in. I'm gonna flip the script there. That's cool. That's cool. Oh my gosh. So I came out like a couple hours ago. It was blazing heat. And I was like, okay, I want to do this card reading before it gets too hot out here. So you guys, it's like 10 a.m. But we have some cloud cover, so it's not burning hot. I've had some juice. I did orange, apple, carrot, ginger. It was really good. A little yogurt parfait. But other than that, we're here. There's a lot of downloads, but I'm going to hold them until they come out in the reading. Okay. Holy Spirit, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, and the legions who walk with me every day, thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for this tribe. Thank you for showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know so I can support the tribe as we live, learn, thrive, and grow as above, so below, and so it is, because it is so. Alright. I love these cards, but you guys know sometimes they show little things, so I might have to cover up some of these cards, but it's good to be back. This deck. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck to start us off. There's a lot in the air out here. Queen of Swords. Let's see how it comes out. Eight of Swords. So somebody can see through some type of illusion. Yeah. Lovers. About a connection. And yeah, because we started off Two of Cups still at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Swords. And the King of Wands. So some reckless action. Somebody rushed foolishly into a connection. Somebody rushed to judgment. What is this? Strength. Page of Cups. It's interesting. It's almost like this King of Wands wants this Queen of Swords to overlook something, but the Queen of Swords is not going to overlook it. She's a Queen of Swords. She's not going to overlook nothing. Yeah, and from where she's standing, it's just clear, so she won't be able to overlook it. And it's almost like this King of Wands wants to try to change her mind somehow. I don't know how that's supposed to happen. She's a Queen of Swords. She's standing there with the Ace of Swords in her hand. Divinely guided. Hierophant. Ace of Cups. I mean, yeah, it's like this Queen of Swords is so already in sync with the divine, and like I'm hearing in right standing, like in a place of righteousness. They're not going to be fooled. They're not going to be persuaded or influenced away from the truth, which, you know, it seems like that's what this King of Wands wants. It seems, whether they know it or not, it's like they want this Queen of Swords to back down off of the truth, like a little bit, you know, but you can't back off the truth a little bit. Something is true or is not true. Yeah. What's up with this King of Wands? Like, what is he? He's trying to hide something. What is this? Nine of Swords. Yeah, he don't want the truth coming out. What's up with this King of Wands and the Nine of Swords? Six of Wands. Yeah, that's what he's trying to avoid. It's like he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't want people to listen. He doesn't. This Queen of Swords knows what's true. King of Wands does not want this Queen of Swords exposing what's true or sharing what's true or talking about what's true. Like, he really wants this Queen of Swords to shut up. She's not going to shut up. I can tell. I can tell. Why would she? She's got the Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. Like, she's divinely guided. God's got her back. Like, why would she pipe down? She wouldn't. Especially because when she's seeing what she's going to speak to is life-changing. It's literally life-changing. And for some people, that's the kind of truth that's going to set them free. You know what I'm saying? This kind of truth is going to allow them to actually create their life, allow them to actually enjoy being alive. So she's not going to stop. Yeah. See, this King of Wands had tried to have people believe that the Queen of Swords was on some type of, I don't know, like she had some type of demonic allegiances or something. That's just what's coming through. Like they really tried to cover up not just the truth, but then the authority of the Queen of Swords, so that once the Queen of Swords says, hey, that's a lie or that's true, people don't listen because they're like, oh, well, you talk to demons or whatever, right? Like you're not to be trusted. That's not working either. Lovers again. Not working. And Hangman. It's not working. Because see, this Queen of Swords is not trying to convince anybody of anything or trying to persuade or even influence. The Queen of Swords is literally speaking truth to power and letting the chips fall where they may. There's no ulterior motive here. This Queen of Swords is literally just speaking the truth because that's what they've been, I'm hearing, coded to do. So this Queen of Swords doesn't have any expectations about what they're saying. They're just saying the truth out loud. And this got this King of Wands torn up. Temperance. Like torn up. They are not with this. They are not with this truth being spoken out loud. They do not like it. Yeah. Seven of Swords. They don't like this. Because the truth is it's like the truth is a frequency. And in that frequency, only that which is authentic can remain. Okay? So if you're vibrating at the frequency of truth, and somebody steps into your aura, steps into your energy field, everything about them that's not real is going to be seen for not real. And there's nothing you can do about that. That's why this King of Wands wants this Queen of Swords to back down a little bit, because it's like, hey, I want to be around you, but I can't be around you because there's too much truth where you are. There's too much light almost where you are, right? Like I can't come over there because then everything's going to be seen. This Queen of Swords is not sitting in a place of judgment, simply sitting in a place of truth and power. So even though this King of Wands doesn't necessarily want their every move to be seen, even if she did see their every move, the Queen of Swords she would say something, but she wouldn't, she's not the Queen of Wands out here yet. She's just the Queen of Swords. She'll speak to it. That doesn't mean she's going to do anything about it, but she will speak to it. Yeah, and this guy has been up to something sneaky. But it's more or less what they've been up to is, it's almost like they've been saying one thing but doing another. And they know the Queen of Swords will be able to get that. She'll be able to see that. Six of Pentacles reversed. And that ends something for them. It's like once it's clear that they think one way but they say things another way, something's over. This would be very embarrassing for them. Four of Wands, yeah. And the High Priestess, yeah. It's wild. There's a couple different things going on, so you'll take what resonates, right? But this Queen of Swords has some type of authority. So when this Queen of Swords speaks on something or about something, like, that's what it is. And it's God-given authority. This isn't authority the Queen of Swords has stolen. This isn't authority that this Queen of Swords is making up in her mind. That may be what the King of Wands has tried to get people to believe. Like, oh, this person is tapping into demons. This person, blah, 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 talking out of their neck. No. This Queen of Swords is directly receiving messages from the divine and speaking them out loud. There's something about what this King of Wands has done in their relationships, though, that has them very, very frightened of being exposed. It's like, once it comes out, who they are and how they move and how they operate, it's like everyone will be able to see really who they are in relationships. I don't know another way of saying that. Like, in other words, this may be an energy that says, oh, I sorry guys. Oh, I had to break up with Sally Sue because she was unfaithful. But in the reality, this person's been keeping up 3 or 4 relationships. And this is what they do. They put themselves in several situations at a time, and they use emotional manipulation to control their partners. And the Queen of Swords can see right through that. You know, there's also something here very strongly about an energy that professes to have no problems with anyone. Like, you know, the type of person who goes, well, I accept everybody for who they are, that type of energy. But inside, they really don't. Like, they really, really don't. I'm not going to dig too deep, but for somebody here, there's an energy that says they're very equal opportunity. That's how they like to present themselves. And inside, they very much are not. They have issues with gender, and they have issues with race, and very strong on both. Very, very strong on both. But if you meet them out and about, they will present themselves as very equal, like, yeah, we're all God's children type thing. But this person inside doesn't truly, truly believe that. They don't. And they don't want that coming out. They don't want people to know how they feel about these things. Because a part of them understands that although they don't understand. That's part of the problem. They don't understand. They actually feel very ashamed that they think this, and that's why they try to hide it. No, we're talking about a masculine energy who doesn't think highly of people of color and doesn't think highly of women. So I've either said too much or too little by far already. This reminded me of a conversation I had recently with a friend of mine. It's one I've been friends with for a long time. And they shared with me, like, they didn't have to, but on their healing journey, they were confronted with their anger around the opposite gender and their anger around other races, and how powerful of experience it is to do that healing. And so it was a really beautiful conversation. But that's what this is reminding me of. But this is someone who haven't done any spiritual work around this. You know, they have shame, so they want to hide it. And there's something else too. Again, like what were they to be exposed, something would stop for them. So I don't know if this person maybe has a bunch of friends that are different races and all like mixed gender, and it's like if it were to come out like, hey, this person doesn't like women and doesn't like people of color, it might mess up it messes up something for them. Something gets messed up for them. I don't know if it's a work project opportunity, like a collaboration. I'll tell you, it's trigger warning for somebody. I was talking to my friend, the other day about that, and they were like, listen, I really had to deal with, and this is a man I'm talking to, and he's like, I really had to deal with how much I hate women, like the anger that's just there. And we were talking about his profound experience of healing that work, of healing and doing the work. And if you're watching, buddy, I love you for that. Thank you so much for sharing. And I said, like, God, it's super vulnerable to share that. Thank you, right? Because a lot of men have not done that work to accept that they live in a matrix that conditions them to hate women. I work with my son on this on a daily basis. Like, I have to, because I can see the matrix taking shape, and I, go in politely and unwind it, like, take that back out. And the way my friend, described this phenomenon, I totally second it. It's like there's a cartridge in their brain and they want that cartridge out. And it's like that. And I said to my friend, I said, listen, I went to private school my whole life, private college, was often the only person of color in all of my circles, whether it was professional or personal. And because of being, like, as a grid worker, how I get moved around, sometimes I'm the only person of color in my spiritual circles. So I said, I really, on my own path of being a shaman, a medicine woman, a healer, that path requires us to heal ourselves first before we can come to somebody else and say, let me support you. Because you can't lead somebody somewhere you haven't been yourself. Like, you guys can hold hands, but you're not leading them if you haven't been there, right? And I said to my friend, I said, I chose to do the work of discovering white supremacy in myself. I was born in the South, in the United States of America. So I was born into a conversation. I was born into a matrix that just had narratives for everybody. And those narratives got seeded, and the seeds of the matrix don't really care what you look, these are just seeds, So, I shared, I grew up thinking like, what a good neighborhood was a neighborhood that didn't have too many people who look like me in it. But yet still somehow I'm supposed to become ambitious enough and strive enough to want to live in that neighborhood. Well, newsflash, that's a joke, because when I move in, it's not a good neighborhood anymore. Duh. So, I've chosen to do the work to really pull that shit apart, really unpack it. And so when I meet somebody who doesn't look like me, who doesn't have a year-round tan, and they try to tell me, they don't have any problem with race, I'm like, wow. So are you from Denmark? Like, did you come from, where are you from? And how do we get there? I mean, if you're not Costa Rican, but you was born in the States like me, and you just haven't dug deep enough. You ain't dug, you keep digging. This person is like that. They have some really real thoughts that are really not great. But they really strive to hide them because they're ashamed of them. They feel like they feel like it's wrong to think this way. This King of Wands doesn't quite understand what my friend and I were talking about. It's a program. It's a cartridge. It's not who you are unless you choose to identify with it. But you are responsible for doing the work and healing and removing the program and removing the cartridge from your consciousness. You didn't put it there, but it's your responsibility to remove it. What else? It's your responsibility to remove it. Yeah, and I got a feeling that that's... Let's take a look. This person has received some type of guidance. This King of Wands has. It's like they're being told in their dreams they're about to lose something. This person is quite scared. Five of Wands, the Moon. Because there's something, it's like, oh, shit. You guys, this person's in some kind of battle, but they can't see who they're fighting. So something is happening at night. Something is happening in the dream state. They're in some type of spiritual battle. They can't see it. They like it's not there for them. Like, can you imagine fighting and you can't see who you're fighting, but you're fighting? The Hermit, Five of Wands, the Moon, Seven of Wands. This day. But I'm telling you, it's again, it's like they had some type of warning, like, hey, don't do this. Like, whatever it is, don't do this. Don't do this. And they did it. And now they're getting their ass tore up. I mean, there's just no other way around it. This person getting their mother-loving ass torn the fuck up out here in these spiritual streets, okay? There is no other way. Like, this it right here. The scriptures say we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And it's talking about rulers of wickedness, you know, principalities, the authorities that can't be seen. But baby, right here, this person right here, they fighting some shit. I'm gonna listen. What? I mean, up at night, scared to go to sleep. So I'm telling you, and I feel like what this is this King of Wands was supposed to have told this Queen of Swords the truth, but instead they've been running around like Seven of Swords, like they gonna hide something from a Queen of Swords. But she got the Ace of Swords in her hand. I don't know why. That's like, you can lie to a lot of people, but not a Queen of Swords. I wouldn't even try to lie to a Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands don't give a damn. And the Queen of Pentacles is too busy to care. Yeah, I just wouldn't do none of that. I wouldn't do none of that. Anyway, so they fighting for their life at night. Every time they go to sleep, they fighting for their life. Well, they said, okay, Eight of Cups. Oh, because somebody got to go. This is about somebody going. What's this Eight of Cups? Where are they going? Eight of Cups to the Moon. They don't know. Who don't know? There's a Temperance again. Yeah. So, somebody got to walk away to balance something out. Or somebody did walk away, and that's how things got balanced out. What is this? Oh man, yeah, that's good. That's real good. Yeah. Okay, let's go. This some type of payback. This is some type of justice. I don't know for I'm telling you, this King of Wands thought he was going to get in the way of this Queen of Swords. This King of Wands squared off for battle with a Queen of Swords. But all they had on their side was willpower and lies. Illusions, glamour, tricks. This Queen of Swords is savage. I mean, you got the divine on their side, a high priestess, some type of realm walker, like they can timeline jump. I call it skywalking. Yeah, so this Queen of Swords is like a whole interdimensional being. This King of Wands, they had willpower and some lies. I mean, I guess if you're trying to battle another human, that works. You know, who's got the stronger will and the more believable lie. But this is a human trying to battle a god, a goddess, somebody who's not from this realm. This is a bad mistake. This is a bad mistake. What'd I tell you? I said just some type of this judgment. That's what this is. I mean, that's a bad mistake. Somebody, he made a mistake now. This ain't, this Queen of Swords wasn't nothing to play with. This King of Wands tried to play, but he know the rules of the game. He know. But now it's coming out. I'm telling you, this is somebody in person. They real charming or whatever. I mean, King of Wands to the strength. We might be talking about a Leo. Shit, I don't know. Gotta take it resonate. But I'm telling you, this person really only likes people who look like himself. And I mean that. So this might be somebody who's on, you know, I don't know what the polite way of putting it is anymore. I was born in 1980. We just said people were gay. You know, I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody because my own sexuality is just as intense and unique as I am. So, you know, you do you, boo. But this is a man who prefers other men because he hates women. With a, like, he hates women. Mama issues is an understatement. Hates women. This is a man who doesn't care for other races. He feels entitled and he feels arrogant. So I'm telling you, again, and he's ashamed of this. He tries to hide it. He may go out of his way to be friends, to have, you know, to be around women, but that also may be why he got so many different relationships. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, just be going from woman to woman to woman. I'm just saying. I just feel like you gotta own who you are. You know? You just gotta own who you are. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this guy, they're saying what's interesting is he doesn't, it's a lot on ego and arrogance and low on confidence and self-esteem. So he actually doesn't feel worthy to date women of his own race. So when he has all these women, they are from different races, but that just fuels his anger and fuels his hatred first of himself. Like, why are you even, like, in his way of being is like, why are you with this person? They're not good enough for you. But then he looks at a woman who is his race and he says, oh, you're not good enough for her. So it's like he traps himself in this vortex of foolishness. But for every woman of color that he's reaching out to, he's trying to trap her as well. I think this man has kids with multiple women, but in his mind he's showing, like, look, these women are good for nothing, or this is all these women are good for. This man is very not healthy in his thoughts, okay? Very unhealthy in his thoughts. And that's what he doesn't want this Queen of Swords exposing. I'm telling you, something would mess up for this guy. Not just with all these baby mamas, but something about his work would be messed up if people knew this about him. There's clinical terms I could use, but I'm not gonna use. And professionally, I could use them, but I'm not going to. Yeah, man, 4 swords. This has been laid to rest. This over. Yeah. Yeah, whatever this battle was, this King of Wands started, because the King of Wands started it. The Queen of Swords finished it. It's over. So this, I mean, everybody about to know this man's business, because that's all he was acting for, was to hide this, is to hide the level of hate that is inside of him. And please understand, this man hates himself vehemently, and he's just spreading the hate everywhere around. He's not over here loving on himself and hating other people. He loathes himself, and so he loathes other people. Yeah, it's a demon. There's that 2 of Cups came on back. Yeah, it's a whole demon over here. That's why I'm speaking so carefully about it. It's one thing if you got somebody who's just being a jerk. This person is a whole vessel for an entity that hates women and people of color. This man has allowed himself, his vessel, to become a stronghold for this entity. And it's sucking him dry. It's got him trapped and locked in. He's literally in jail. It's like this man is imprisoned in his own body with this demon. I'm trying to tell you. Look at that 2 of Cups. I decided, come on, I'm just trying to tell you. This warfare he's involved in every night is actually designed by the divine to distract him, because he's avoiding trying to go to sleep, and when he does drift off to sleep, he's in such intense warfare. When he wakes up, he's so tired, he's out of it. He can't be present. He can't focus on anything anymore. But this is allowing something else to unfold. 7 of Pentacles. It's like a relationship gets to form. This Queen of Swords gets to forge a relationship literally under this King of Wands' nose, but he can't see it, because he's literally too busy running around trying to like control this and control that, and he's so overwhelmed. It's justice. I told y'all she was here. Like this. That's what this is. This somebody payback. That's right here. Somebody showed they ass to a divine citizen and ambassador. So somebody from a whole nother realm. This human done showed they ass to this galactic being. Damn, they triggered Akashic law, galactic law, which supersedes Earth law. The demon running this person got conscripted. And that's a double agent. The demon inside this man's body is a double agent. Because he keep forcing this man to do what he don't want to do. Y'all, the only way this man can come out of this alive and with his mind intact, it's going to sound just however it sounds. He's going to have to do the work and publicly acknowledge that he is homosexual and that he is racist. That in itself is going to cause such a split within. That is his path to being reborn. That's it. The truth. There's no other way forward for this man. Well, that card went kersplat. The Emperor reversed. Now I'm hearing Sum 41, in too deep. Yeah, because this person's in too deep. They've lied so much. They've built, everything they have is built off of a lie. That they're equal opportunity, that there's some type of big Don Juan with the ladies, you know. And it's heavy childhood drama here, but that ain't nobody, that's on him. That's on him, you know what I'm saying? What else? Let's get final messages out here. 2 Wands. Sorry about that, guys. 2 of Wands. So they trying to do some kind of magic to see. They can't see though. They're tired. Child, I'm just trying to tell you, like, they getting their ass kicked and they cannot see, and they are literally, whatever magic they have. And I think this person at one time was gifted, but I think now, because they've given themselves over to all these lies, they're really, again, just a vessel for this entity. They're really trying to see. They're trying to see a way out of this. They're trying to figure out how they got into this. They're trying to see. Four of Pentacles. But can they see that? Can they see that that's where it started? Temperance. And then it comes right back around to that Eight of Cups. Yeah. So this was, okay. They're starting to see that they should have just let you walk away. Because what happened, like, put it back on the table here. This Queen of Swords went to go walk away from the King of Wands. King of Wands said, no, you can't leave. I'll tell you when to leave and I'll tell you where to go. Okay. But in holding on to the Queen of Swords, who's a high priestess, like, just not the person you hold on to, they triggered this response, this like response in the Queen of Swords energy. And because of the response they activated, they felt like they were under attack from the Queen of Swords. So then they went to go start a spiritual war with the Queen of Swords, okay? But it's like now they're finally starting to see that this all started when they didn't let the Queen of Swords go. When she said, okay, peace out, that should have been the end of the conversation. But instead, she said peace out, and they went to their little, you know, y'all are so funny. They said Looney Tunes closet. I'm done. I'm done. They're showing me a spell book with Acme. Y'all remember Looney Tunes? And everything Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner would get would come from the Acme company. They showed me this man going to his little dark closet of dark magic and pulling out an Acme spell book. Done out here. Anyway, that was his Looney Tunes stuff. Done. My guys be savage. But anyway, yeah, this person, I mean, it was like, you stay with me or else. And the Queen of Swords is like, I'm not going to stay. And so it became or else. And the or else is, I'm going to try to attack you with demons. Like, basically what this King of Wands was accusing this Queen of Swords was doing is what the King of Wands was doing the entire time. The entire time. Final messages. They can see now, though. They can see now they should have let you go. They should have let this Queen of Swords go. There should have been none. Look at Death at the bottom of the deck. Because the Queen of Swords is a high priestess as well. They're in the Hangman position. They're only moving when the divine tells them to move. So when the Queen of Swords says, oh, it's time for me to go, that means the divine said it's time for them to go. So if you try to stop the Queen of Swords, you're really just trying to stop the divine. Now, you know that's not going to work, don't you? You do know that's not going to work. Look, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It didn't work. It did not work. It didn't work. What's up? Let's go. Knight of Cups. Oh, my gosh. Six of Swords. Lord Jesus. The Queen of Swords is going. Because that's what time the divine had said it's time for you to go. Queen of Swords gets up to go, and all of a sudden there's spiritual warfare in every direction. So now the Queen of Swords is having to fight instead of go. But the divine said, we need you to go. That's why somebody else is taking over the fight, and somebody else is attacking this fool in his sleep, because the Queen of Swords literally has somewhere to go. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, to their bright future. The Queen of Swords has already done their job. They're not meant to be sitting here in warfare with somebody who can't get over themselves. What the hell? Two cards. Tower. And Page Wands. Thank you. The Queen of Swords got something else to do. Something else to do. On assignment. Other realms to the world. And Nine of Cups. Thank you. I'm going to end it there because I feel like that's the message. That's the reading. This King of Wands has got some real personal problems that he's just been projecting on everybody. He didn't want the truth about him and his thought life and his Acme spell book to come out. But it's out here now. And look, I say this again because it's something we have to deal with. We live in a matrix that will implant programs and cartridges into your mind. This is someone who just gave himself over to it, like that was really who he was, instead of discovering for himself, oh, shadow work, let me separate, let me integrate. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, well, I have bad thoughts too. Okay, great. Welcome to being human. Do your shadow work, integrate that shit, and get that program out of your consciousness. It's not easy, and it is doable. Okay? This has been your reading. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If this resonated with you in any way, drop me a black heart comment below and let me know. Hype up the video, please, and turn on your post notifications so the next time I drop a read, it shows up in your feed. This reading is timeless, so, take what resonates, leave the rest behind for the next person. And in between now and the next time I do drop a reading, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.